Yes, it is Friday the 13th, and we are live. Going to my YouTube channel, the Boundy Facebook page, the Leanne Winston Psychic Medium Facebook page, mytimetv.live, and I think I've also got Women in Business Amplified on that list. Don't know how that got there.
It looks like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It is there. So there you go. We've got it. And it is almost regular or weekly.
It's been a bit like that this last month or so, hasn't it?
Well, it has, and for various reasons, hasn't it?
Definitely.
We were starting to chat in the background for those out there. Wrong side, Ros. Oh, look, here you go. It's so easy to change it now.
Look at that.
And have I frozen or not?
No, you haven't. But I'm just going to mute myself for a moment.
Yep. I'm going to say, Kim, you mentioned wrong side. Thank you for pointing that out. I have been pressing buttons again, and neither of us are muted, so we should be being able to be heard quite easily. And there's the he.
I love it,
we
Kim.
do have a bit of a giggle on a Friday night, don't we? And hi, Joe.
We do. Makes it more interesting.
Whoa, how's that? That actually had Kim's avatar still floating on mine, but with Joe's comment. Interesting.
We are in retrograde.
Yes. Yeah, it has. Yeah, we are in retrograde. Dave and Paul.
Good afternoon.
So.
Good morning.
G'day, good evening.
Evening's the word I was looking for, not morning. God, I haven't been to bed yet.
I think that's why I just say g'day, because it covers everything.
That's a good idea.
And we've got Di here as well.
Hey, Di.
And Sharina. We've got
Sharina. How you going?
Mom. Hi, Margaret.
Hey, Mom.
It's so lovely to have you here. It's so nice to see that beautiful face again, because you've been crooked too, haven't you?
Yeah, she's still not 100%, but she's getting there.
Because that is the thing that we had just started to talk about. Hi, Wendy, too, by the way. I didn't say hello. Is the last month has been fairly erratic. 2 months?
It's probably close to 2 months, actually. Yeah.
Well, when you first we were supposed to go to Renmark in April. Yep. March,
yeah. That was when I went
the isolation.
The first
because of close contact, and then you got it. For the next one, we'd rebooked. And then for the next one we rebooked, I got it. It's been a string of up and downs of getting there or not. And thankfully, you were able to go just on the last weekend, the one that we did book, third time lucky.
I don't think the venue would have liked if we cancelled one more.
No, I think you would have been very much right along that line.
Yeah, which is understandable. She's business, you know.
Well, it is, but it's just the vagaries of what is that bug, the pandemic, and how it's all panned out for so many people so differently. And for me, I just had light symptoms, so I feel like I'm probably through it now. I did another rat test this morning.
Did you? How'd you go?
Well, it's negative. So after you've actually had COVID, are you meant to be using the rat test, or they're not going to be accurate? Or what is the opinion on that one? Because I didn't read anything up. I thought, I might just use this other one that's been opened, like as in the box, not the test itself.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they say don't test, and I think it's for 12 weeks or a month afterwards, sort of thing.
Right.
I know when I was at the hospital, was it last Thursday night with my daughter? They had a COVID patient that came in that was right near the end of it, and the first thing was everybody got a rat test, sort of thing. I heard the nurse say, well, no, she's had active COVID. We can't test for another month. Sorry, I heard the doctor say that to the nurse. So
okay, yeah.
So I going by that, but I did one just for giggles because I was bored.
Yes. Yes. And what did yours turn up?
Negative. But then I did one after I did a PCR.
I haven't done one of them.
Yeah. So we went and had our PCRs done, and we also picked up some rat tests through one of those pop-up centre things on the way. So we had some space at home sort of thing. And we had the PCR about 11 o'clock. About 4 o'clock, I decided I was going to do a rat test, and it came back negative. But at 10:30, I got an SMS to say I was positive. So, you know, I don't trust them.
Yeah, no, they're not the be-all and end-all. But I know I had symptoms of some type, so I isolated anyway, as if I was positive, as the rat test said.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that was the 1st of May. That was my May Day, starting isolation. Oh, yeah, timing.
Oh,
I didn't mind that because then I could remember how many days it is since. So I know, you know, do I do a test or not? Today I will because it was sitting there on the bench.
Yeah.
Interesting. So here we go. I'm just looking at some of these comments too because Kim's hoping that Mum's okay and feeling better yet, so it's good. I probably won't put everybody's comment up on the screen until we actually do the questions and cards and whatnot, so that you know who it is that is actually having a card at that point in time. It's probably an easier way to check when yours is if you have to go off to the loo or something stupid like that. Except there is a comment here I do want to put, and Mum is responding. Yeah, she's gradually getting better. This one, Kay's. Girls looking like twins tonight.
And it was not planned.
And I have a funny feeling this hi sister, no, not yet. Is that in response to the questions that seem to be ongoing between each live stream?
Between the sisters.
Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love it.
You do, don't you?
Yeah, and it is no, not to use the rat afterwards. Yeah. I sort of thought that, but wasn't sure. So it's always good to have discussions around things you're not sure of, isn't it?
And I actually found it quite interesting because, like, my youngest daughter, while we had it, didn't test positive. She was always coming up negative, even with the PCR. Now that she's had ongoing chest infections, viral infections, you know, asthma's flared up. She's been and seen a new doctor this week. Like changed doctors because she was sick of the conflicting information she was getting from doctors in one surgery because they would put her back to the same doctor each time due to the bug. I'm not going to say what it was called, but, you know, their little area that they put you in. People know who I'm talking about if they're in this area. And the first thing the doctor that said to her is, I really think you've had COVID. You have got the symptoms of stuff I'm treating people with long COVID for. And she had a blood test today to see if she's got the antibodies for COVID. So, so interesting to see what the results come back as.
Yeah. How long do they take for those types of results?
Well, she's just got to make an appointment next week, so I presume it's only a couple of days.
Oh, you've got to come back to see us to get the reports. Yeah. Do I sound cynical? Yeah.
Just ring me and let me know. Well, I think you can have a phone consult. And this surgery is really good because they only bulk bill. They don't charge unless you're having a flu injection.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, that's something. I don't think they do that at Victor. Not that I've gone in much.
Not too many do, I think.
No. So there you go. And there we go. Kay and Kim again still laughing about the house is more important right now, not the love life.
Love it. A movie's coming.
Oh, there you go. And we do have, can't find this. Hang on. Now, Victoria, I'll answer this one because the first one's a question that's coming through. And Victoria's actually coming to us from YouTube.
Oh, beautiful.
So good to see us both. Can't find this stream on Facebook, but I came up on YouTube. I'm happy for it to come up on YouTube and you put the comments in there. That beats up my numbers there too. So
and that's it. We can Facebook, see your comments. So
we can doing this method of live streaming. So you're fine to be where you are. I will get to the question. You'd like a card, so that's good. We'll get to that shortly. And there are a few more, like Joe, who's asking for a card, and Kay, you've got your fingers crossed. Yes. Now, if we can, there wasn't anything that I really came up with as a chat subject tonight. I know that what I've been doing has been playing with buttons on the live streaming stuff again. So next week it might be not be live, but it could be eCam that we get you in as a guest on. We could be testing out and pressing a few different buttons next week.
I can't do next Friday.
Oh, that's all right. I'll ask some other guest. I'll ask someone to come in randomly. That's all right.
I'm going for Chinese, so I'm squatting at a mosquito.
I would actually do that too and say, no, bugger off, Roz. I'm going to go and have me Chinese.
You can come with us. It's at that nice place at Murray Bridge.
Oh, yum. Yeah.
I'm celebrating my birthday Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And when it is my birthday, everybody's going to leave me alone. We're all going back to work.
That's good thinking, isn't it?
I wasn't going that way. It's just everybody's got to go back to work that day. For those that are on holidays.
Yeah, no, that's good. That is good though. We've got Terry Brown just having a quick look. And there's Michaela just saying, you love your buttons. Yes, I do. And there's the Chinese, yum Chinese.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's lovely. It's just that, like, I suppose because so much has been happening over the last few years that we do need to be prepared for changing plans so quickly when things do pop up unexpectedly, like we've had, like many people have had, and, trying to adjust and do things differently. What are the energies like that's coming through at the moment? I know there's solar flares and things happening, but what are the energies coming through at the moment that's helping that along or disrupting it even more?
They are hectic, and for some people it does seem like it is being a little bit distractive. It helps if I can get my English out. But in saying that, these changes are positive sort of thing. So it's kind of like it's going to it is stirring the pot before that balance comes back within. And I keep saying to people, so my mum's comment caught my attention. I keep saying to people, have that crystal clear clarity on what it is you want, what you're focusing on, and just stay in that energy. And when you do, that's where all this stuff is going to move through. So don't fight it. Go with the flow. Just allow it to take its course in that sense. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for that. I gather that was this comment, and that was sort of about, no, they won't leave you alone.
I don't think so, Leanne, is what. Yeah, that'll be about not leaving me alone.
Yeah, I thought I got the gist of that one.
Yeah. Well, they're all deserting me and leaving me to work that day, so.
And Daz even mentioned Sunday's her daughter's 30th as well, so that's another biggie too. Happy birthday for them.
Yeah, happy birthday to your daughter.
To all people who've got their birthdays in May, whenever it is.
And it's really, that's it.
Well, yours especially too.
Thanks. It's really funny because I just let my birthday go by, and I don't really tell people it's my birthday sort of thing. It's just those, obviously, like yourself, that are close to me that know it sort of went roughly when it is. But this year it's like, hey, it's a big one. Let's all celebrate. And the more celebration, because I was sort of considering having a bigger thing, and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. I really wanted to run away and just go on a holiday, to be honest. And obviously that wasn't going to happen. Not yet. Yeah. I'm planning one, but it's not happening yet for a bit. So I'm like, well, hey, why not just spread it out over Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday?
And the wonderful specials you're giving people for your birthday month. So I am aware of those too. So we can share that at the end. Although,
I do need to market that a bit more.
I'm not on the right profile for that, and we should have sorted that earlier.
It's all right.
She'll be joke. Do it. I like this comment that Michaela's put there, a COVID survivors club. Yes, I think by the end of whenever, everyone will be.
It's only a matter of time until everybody gets it, I'm sure. Yeah. And in one way or another. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And people will move through it. Now, I am trying to find where the heck is the first comment that wanted to have a card. Because the other thing I've got too is a brand new mouse. Hang on, there.
Nice.
And it's a silent mouse. I'm not using it now because these buttons, if I press them inadvertently, it does funny things. I'm not used to it yet. So I'll stick with my mighty Apple mouse.
Yeah.
So Magic Mouse is called Magic Mouse or Mighty Mouse? Both suit.
Yeah.
Both suit. Do you think I can find where that first one is?
Well, Wendy's comment just caught my attention. She said, Leanne, if your daughter has asthma, she should get a flu vaccine free and should not have to pay for it. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I'll have to let her know that one.
That's this one.
Yeah. Didn't realise that.
Yeah, because I'm in the older age group now, a lot of freebies are there available. Like I don't have to pay for that. I've got the criteria that gives me eligibility for the free rats.
Yeah.
Nice to have free rats.
That sounds good, doesn't it? We don't want rats in the house, Ross.
Yeah. Yeah, so some of that stuff I don't know the details about at all. I mean, even when I went to search through the info on the SA Health site, you sort of think, God, it's not the easiest website that I've ever seen to search for stuff.
Yeah.
So I just don't bother. I go and ask someone that you think might know.
Well, that's why I didn't even bother with their website. I took one look at it and went, no, I'm making a phone call. I want to talk to a human being.
Yeah. So. And see, that's the thing. I prefer things in writing so I can see that this is what it's written as and understand it and read it many times instead of relying on my memory of this thing, memory that goes... Yeah, mine doesn't work very well.
Mine's still a little broken at the moment.
Yeah. So, if I get on the phone, I've forgotten straight away by the time I've finished hanging up what it was that was spoken about. And that's been all that for years. I can't just blame aging for that one. It's just what it is. So I prefer to actually read stuff, and it's not very well set out. So there you go. Beautiful. I think it might have actually been, would it have been Victoria's on the YouTube that was the first one, I think?
Maybe.
Might be. Because we might, for those who are just coming in still, if you're wanting to have a card or ask a question, make sure, like with questions, it's so much easier to give better answers when it's a specific question type of thing, not just a yes and a no, but close to it.
Yeah.
So that it really is more specific and we can get through more that way with those who are wanting cards or a reading. So I have shuffled mine, and because it's the big deck, as you know, I just take them off the top
I love it.
And roll them that way. So they're shuffled as if whoever is next in order, this card is meant for you. So for Victoria, what's yours?
Yeah. The spiritual awakening card. Yeah. So this is very much, honey, about, nurture you, but also nurture your intuition side of it as well. It says your higher vibrations rise from within. Your spiritual path is calling. And I think this is a perfect card to be pulled at the moment because you are finding it difficult with the unwell elderly relatives and stuff like that and feeling all that emotion and stuff. So go back within, sit in that energy, ground yourself, take a nice deep breath and just take a moment for you. Okay.
And as some assistance with my button pushing or whatever, as I'm looking at this, that writing's back to front. Is that how it's showing to anyone on your side of it, the people on the other side, that's what it's doing?
It's right for me.
It's right for you? So that means it's okay. The thing is, I can't read it. Hang on a sec. I'm button pushing. Hold on. There you go. I just had to press mirror. Oh, there it is. Oh,
how do you do that?
Hang on. Did that switch it round?
No, not on our end, but if you can mirror on your end so you can read it, that's pretty cool.
It's a setting under the cog, and I've got to change glasses because I can't read it from that distance on the computer screen. Because what I'm doing, it comes up on the screen, so that what I'm seeing is this is a time of coming together, protection and What's that? Promises.
Promises.
And promises. So it really is. And it does feel like that, the love energy of what is family, not just as a couple, but it's certainly that coming together as a family, expressing those emotions and the love for each other too. So that's what that's meaning for you too. There's a few tricks. I'm not sure when Be Live actually updated last, but there is certainly some extra things in there that, because I use it every day, I've seen probably before you or
I don't go exploring. I get on and off, and that's about it.
I'm happy to press buttons, like doing these ones, just like that. Oh, you nearly disappear right down the corner when
in the fog.
Yeah, all that lovely wispiness. What's it do when we come really big? Oh, it takes the yellow away. Oh, I like that better.
Oh, it does too. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, because I couldn't figure out how to do that setting. Now the next one is Jo. She wanted a card, so.
Oh, the cards are bigger.
Should be done yesterday. At the moment, I feel like everything should be done yesterday. That's probably part of the what did you call it? The Mercury retrograde. Or something else. Oh, they are, aren't they?
Yeah. I feel like everything should be done yesterday. And that is very much to do with this energy at the moment, the changes we're going through. We are feeling different stuff. So I have pulled the feather card for you, honey, and it is very much about connecting to the spiritual realm. Sit in that energy. Know you're not alone. Your loved ones are around you to support you. It says your connection to the spiritual realm is strong. Know you are never alone. You are receiving guided messages from above. So take the time to see it.
And here's even the further extension of that with the unicorn showing up, because it really is trusting that transition or that connection that you have with the spiritual realm. Enjoy the changes and feel the magic. As you're growing into that trust more and more with the spirit, you'll feel that magic. It really is something magical.
Definitely.
Isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Wendy, would love a card. So I have pulled you the Inkwell and Quill.
I'm just noticing my hair, how grey it looks. I just got distracted.
I need to wash.
I washed mine this morning. It's why it's so fluffy and wild.
Beautiful. So the Inkwell is about look carefully at the agreements. Be careful of what you're signing, what you're agreeing with. So whether it's through now I've gone blank again, through contracts or agreements with yourself, agreements with the others, sort of others in that way. So just be very clear on what you're agreeing and committing to.
And this card here, being confirmation, it is confirming that as well. So there might be some questions. Ask those desired questions. Open your heart and receive the signs from above, because it does extend more than just this physical level of like the inkwell and that. It really does. Ask the questions within the self-connection to spirit at the same time as having that physical connection with what we are doing around and about us in our everyday life, because it is still all valid.
Oh, for sure.
There you go. Yay, found you. Michaela is here. What she's actually commented, yay, found you. Glad you're both okay and back to our old selves tonight. It is good feeling. I'm just wondering, what do you mean by found you? Is our links doing some go and walkabout type stuff or something that people are finding it hard to find us? Or is Facebook deliberately hiding us because we're mentioning that COVID word or something else weird?
Too, because they do that, don't they?
Yeah, they do. It does. I have to admit, I'm very cynical about Facebook. What they choose to show in their algorithms or not. Oh, did I? This is for Michaela, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So the stock is very much, it's time for spiritual beginnings, a new birth of new things. Unexpected news is coming, and I feel it's positive.
Cool. Release what you don't need to. Oh, God. Here's me slipping into yours there.
And I got the bubbles coming up from the Pepsi going, I want to release it.
Tongue tumbles. Feels like it's doing somersaults. Look at all that's coming out on that breath out. release what no longer serves you. So find your inner energy and balance. What card did you have for it as the first one? Yeah. You'll know, Michaela, otherwise just go back to it in the replay. It's
New beginnings.
I don't know, what timestamp? Can we see our timestamps as we're moving through this? Oh, 25. Yeah, 25 something. Yeah, I've got it at the 25-minute, 15-second mark. It's probably one way I say it, doing it, but I'm not going to go back and type it.
That's all. I came up with.
And Leanne, Friday came around so fast. Time is flying these days, isn't it? I'm assuming there probably will be a request for a card somewhere there, is there? Let's pull one for it.
Do one? Yeah. So, honey, for you, I've pulled the protection, and it is, may your guided light surround you, watch over you, and help protect you on your journey. Beautiful.
And part of protection, it's also having that connection that is grounding, and the tree certainly is part of that, and the communication that tree can give, because it's a network of roots throughout Mother Earth. So reconnect with Mother Earth. Grounding brings that balance, and take time out to restore your energy. So it's also indicating the need to actually get out in nature and hug the tree. And Terry, there's a good specific question, even though it's not showing up all at once in the comment. And I feel exactly the same, and thought, well, I'll wait till that scrolls out. Will your daughter get this job? Yes.
I feel very strongly yes.
Yeah. So I don't think that one needs. And there's the hello lovelies afterwards. Good trick. That's good. Thank you. Now, Dana, you're asking, do you think I'm well enough to get my driver's license?
I think it's sitting on the border, honey. But in saying that, it can't hurt to talk to your doctor to get the clearance to go for it. Start that conversation. All right. They'll say if they don't feel you are. I feel you're on that border.
I was feeling it just needs a little bit extra time. You probably are, but needing a bit of extra time just to make sure as well. So, yeah. Good. I've already shown that one. I love my buttons. Here I do. And we've got a few hellos in there too, so it's good to see those. Tash and Tracy were there too. So now there we've got the next question that was showing up. So in my list, so Linda, I love to see my brother get a rental very soon. Here very soon. I think the two words are right around the wrong way.
Yeah. I'm picking up on it's going to be a little bit of a journey yet still, is the reference I get with that. Okay, so I know it's not what you want to hear.
He will, but it's a bit of time yet. Yeah. I think some of those some of the demand is starting to ease off, so that it will release some of those longer term rental opportunities to come up.
Sooner the better.
Yeah, wouldn't it be? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Carolyn's saying hello. Carolyn Ennis. There's two in a row. Carolyn Ellis there. And then we've got Carolyn Thomas. Carolyn or Caroline. It could be Caroline. Line. Interesting. Yes, there you go. Please, when will things improve? I feel I need to pull a card for you, Caroline.
Yeah, and I've done the same thing. So I've pulled the dolphin, and it's very much about letting that inner child come out. Be playful, have fun with what you're doing, because I just feel everything's on overload and you're forgetting to create that balance at the moment. So
and I feel with the dove having shown for you that it's make a peace offering, absorb the silence and inner peace. I'm actually feeling like it is that time, when will things improve? I think it's putting time to the thankful gratefulness process, just sitting in the energy of loving where things are at the moment. So it's just being thankful. Yeah. Thank you that I'm alive, those sorts of things, that the improvement will come with the energy calming in that arena is what I'm feeling. Even though things might not be as fantastic as you'd like them to be, I it's still part of the process of your journey and being thankful for it in whatever stage that is. Yeah.
And now's probably a good time, honey, to do the reflection. Look at what the journey is that you've been on. What is coming up? What can you let go of that no longer serves a purpose? Acknowledge it, give gratitude to it, release it. Okay?
Well, releasing the things that don't serve, yeah.
Yeah. Moment.
That's all right.
That's put it in my head.
Sometimes it's from there to there that doesn't quite work, does it?
It's a little bit lost lately.
But here we are. We've got Kim wishing for a good sale price on Mum's house, and I'm just positive. Getting it. Yeah, I'm getting that too. The flow will happen and it will come through. And Diane is after a card as well. I just love that little JR there. Yeah. So cute.
Okay, so I've pulled the wings, honey, and it is very much about spreading your wings, taking flight. There are no limitations. So look at how you are putting the limitations. What are you holding yourself back from? Make that commitment. Invest in yourself to make change, okay? So I get that will come.
Oh. Yeah, because I'm dog sitting, I've got a friend's dog until next Tuesday. He's so cute, but he does like to hang around closer to the ankles than what Peanuts does. His tail just brushed my foot, and I thought, oh, what's that? Yeah, his tail. To continue on with that, no limitations. Just be creative, express yourself, and learn. Even if it's something new that you want to learn, if there is something new you want to learn, now's the time to step into that and really bring it forward. And don't put any barriers on it. Just go for it. So,
and that's one thing I'm finding. A lot of people lately are putting a lot of expectations on themselves, a lot of unnecessary pressure. Let it go. Go with the flow.
Exactly. And I like this too. Michaela's dog has his birthday in May.
Happy birthday to your dog.
It is, isn't it? And 50th definitely deserves a week celebration. So I acknowledge that. Yes.
I'm definitely going for the week. I haven't told anybody. My husband and my youngest daughter know. I actually bought myself a birthday present today. And I'm hoping it will come in time for my birthday. You want to know what it is? I'm like a kid at a candy store.
You're only telling one person.
Yeah, that's it. Just between you and I, Roz. I just bought myself one of those big massage chairs that you just fall into, and it does everything. It's got the meditation.
That one that's got the squeezy legs and arms.
Arms and hands and head and neck, and it's got the meditation stuff that goes with it and all that stuff. And it's weightless.
Yes.
And it's going to go right here in my office where all my stock is still waiting for
me. And how much work will you be doing?
None. Between the AirPods, I might be able to put the laptop on my lap while I'm laying down.
Yeah. It's funny. I have sat in one for a short time. So I know that very, very short experience of that little bit of bliss, except it's just one of those things for me. I don't like feeling like I'm caught in something.
Yeah.
So by the end of that short little time, I really wanted to get out because it was so, and I suppose, once you set it up for yourself, it's perfect.
It's your body fit.
For a friend, I tried a friend's out because I was sort of wondering, my old massage chair, my favourite chair out here, I'm going to see if I can get it revamped. It needs more cushioning. It needs recovering from a cat digging its claws in, and one of the motors has gone on it. And I thought, I wonder if I can get it revamped because it's just my perfect size. I love that chair. I want to keep it going. And it's over 15 years old. Yeah. So I've had good use from it. So hopefully yours will last as long.
Yeah, I hope so.
There we go.
I can't wait because unfortunately my massage therapist temporarily moved to Queensland, but I haven't seen her for months, so I'm suffering. So now it's time to get back into something.
Right. Did she?
Yeah, she's gone up there to help a sick friend, and she was coming back, but things got in the way, and it hasn't been able to happen. So, did you go deaf?
Hold on, I've got to change out my headset. Something.
Oh, okay. Gone flat?
Yeah, I think they have. My ears went flat.
Yeah.
I'll double check that. Is there any echo, people? Because if there is, AirPods 15 and 7%. They shouldn't have cut out yet. But anyway.
Yeah. It's all right, my end so far.
Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah.
I'll just whiz down the bottom. Who was I up to? Hang on. I was there. I'll go to Dies and I'll whiz down the bottom, see if there's any comments. No echo. Good. I love it when people comment and I can whiz all over the place with this magic mouse. The one thing with this new mouse is it's the roller. Oh, shit. I went and touched something. The roller thing is clunky. You know, it's nice and silent for the clicks, but the roller's clunky. So,
so it's not completely silent.
Well, it is silent, but I think it is. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yes, very faintly. I would challenge them on that.
But they do say it's silent clicks.
Yeah, not rolls.
So, I mean, I've got them both on at the same time so that if I need to switch over, I can. Yeah. Now, we'll get Di's card. I keep getting distracted, don't I?
Thank you, Di, for your kind message. Now, I've been very much pulled for you, drawn to the spiritual awakening. So, connect to that spiritual realm. Well, you've got a lot going on around you. Let me finish this first. Your higher vibrations from within, your spiritual path are calling. So I wouldn't be surprised if you are finding your intuition is rising and there's a lot going on that you're missing the signs. You may be finding that you're getting a little bit of anxiety at times. Look at what's going on around you. Open yourself up to the messages. Ask them to give it to you clearly so you can understand what it is they are trying to show you.
And I think with this card, the footsteps, it's mentioning there as far as the words that accompany it, actions have consequences. Be careful of conscious of the imprints you leave behind. God, that went out of fuzz for me. But what I'm actually sensing with this is follow what your own inner guidance is showing you as far as the footsteps that you're following. Don't blindly follow someone else just because others say it's a good person to follow or otherwise. Trust your own inner guidance and what connection you're growing with spirit to be guided by them. But more so, it's that connection, that innate connection that we have that really does direct us into our destiny and where we're meant to be going. Trust that. So it's confirming that as well. So beautiful cards, aren't they?
They are. I must say that myself. I'm not biased by any chance.
No, I'm looking forward to the day when you can possibly halve the size of them.
Oh, yes.
Or quarter the size of them even for a very small hand.
We have been asked to do handbag size. So we might actually think about that on the next run. I've got to talk to Deb because we're getting to the point where we nearly need to do another run. So I'll make that suggestion. So, honey, I've pulled the bow and arrow, and it's very much about you are right where you need to be. Your direction is clear and you're on target. So just go with the flow. Allow this energy to flow through in the way that it needs to.
And as you are actually moving through with that flow, I don't feel that the rooster is you in this case. It says beware of the ego at play and take charge. I feel that it feels to me like it's more others around you are trying to push their ego and their desires and wants and etc. into your space. And I think that's where you need to be taking charge of your boundaries around what that space is that you're creating. Okay?
Yeah. Rashida, yes, we can see your comments, honey. You can see it in the message where I'm at the moment. Just down at 1958.
No, yeah, I'm just trying to...
That's the only one I can see of hers, but I haven't scrolled back.
Whose is that one?
Rashina.
Yeah, well, I'm just on the next one where she's got the high ladies and it's there. So, I mean, sometimes if there's too many repeated comments, I'll bloody ignore them because you've become impatient, right? I'm telling you that now.
I love it.
It's only because, I mean, in the early days, well, it was actually in the early days of watching your shows at times, I think, when you first started. And I sort of thought, it's obviously something that at the time was reasonably acceptable amongst people who were putting the comments in. They'd do the copy paste and continue
Constantly.
a flow and a flow and a flow. And I sort of thought, God, the more that people do that, I'd be the type that I'd just say, "No, bugger you, you're too impatient, you're not getting one at all." It really, and it's a lesson that I have been sharing, whether it's been shared with me or whether I'm sharing it with someone else. There's always a two-way story with everything.
Yeah.
It's patience, being patient for things to work through, for a process to complete, for the time to be taken that's needed to. And this was to do with website building and stuff. There was a change, but it wasn't quite the 24 hours. Why isn't it working? It's that type of thing. You can't keep pestering, or you'll really get someone to be feeling really shitty about connecting with you and giving good service. It really is allowing that flow of good juju.
Yeah. And I want to take part of that message to answer Rashina's question, because she's asking about her health. And while Roz was talking, I'm going, yes, your health will improve, honey, but you need to be patient. You need to give your body the time and the space to heal, the permission to heal, even sort of thing, because the more we become focused on that. And I was actually having this conversation with my daughter a couple of days ago, because she's been feeling a bit crappy sort of thing. And I'm like, you can sit and you can lay in your bed or whatever you're doing and nurture yourself, but there comes a time you actually have to start moving and allowing the body to heal, type of thing, to get your energy levels up, to get the blood flow, type of thing as well. So try to find that happy medium, Rashina, with your health. Try not to focus on it. See tomorrow as being a better day. And that's one thing with everything I've been through with this last month or so, with all the after effects of the virus and stuff, is tomorrow's a new day. I could be frustrated with how I feel today, but tomorrow is always a new day. Okay.
Yep. And it's also allowing that space of energy around your body, the auras, the auric fields, which is more of that. There are the different layers of the energy fields that bring in what we feel physically in the end.
Yeah.
It's about becoming more in tune with that sense of how your physical body actually is feeling without worrying about it. It's being able to learn a bit more of the process of release before it comes into the physical body as well. And that can take a bit of training, learning, knowledge, seeing the right people around that level of self-wellness, awareness, because that it is more the awareness. And once the awareness is there and acknowledgement, then it tends to dissipate what is coming in at that physical level, because you've acknowledged it on at the energy fields, out in the aura fields. So that's what my experience has been with a lot of it. So
yeah, for sure. I've just scrolled right to the bottom, and Rashina's saying there's no comments showing. I also removed my comment because if not showing, so I think there must be some issues with the internet, honey. We can certainly see your comments this side. And somebody else said they'd removed a comment as well, and we must have asked it. I removed the comment, first comment. Okay, that was Sandra says thank you. Sorry, I thought I had removed the first comment. So,
which comment was that she was referring to? Because one of the things with the system of live streaming that we use in BeLive and even with Ecamm, or many of them, once your comment's there and it's in the system of the live stream, even if you've deleted it from the live chat stream, it still is showing on our end, on my end. It doesn't go away. So,
here in the dashboard, even if somebody blocks a scammer, we still keep seeing their comments as they post them, sort of thing. So it doesn't remove here in the back end.
And there is that time delay too.
Yeah.
When some action happens and when we see it too, as far as a comment on the screen goes.
Yeah.
So I'll just get back to Kim. Will the young lady I work with have success with her IVF next week?
I do see success with that too, but I actually feel there's some stuff that she needs to do some healing on too. So whether that could be around family stuff, mothering, like the parenting role type of thing, I just get the reference to it will be successful, but there is work needed to be done at the same time.
Yeah. When you're saying successful, I see success, but as in for this current cycle that's next week, I'm just getting a no. It's not successful this
She
time.
needs to do the work
So,
first.
yeah, that's where I thought, that's probably why I'm getting the no. It's not this time, but it may be the next cycle. And I know they do cost each time, don't they? You've got.
Oh yes, it's quite a few $1,000 by memory.
Yeah. Oh, gee,
Spirit's
where
playing
was
my
it?
hair around that.
Kim, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Good evening. Have feeling very emotional lately. I don't get where the emotions are coming from.
Okay.
I feel that could be spirit just passing something through to you, and you need to open that awareness of where it's coming from. You'll sense within yourself who is sending the message. That's what I'm getting. What are you getting?
Yeah, I'm very much with Roz. I do feel like it's a lot to do with spirit. Also, keep in mind with what's going on with the universal energy at the moment, it's very heightened. So when emotions do come up, we really do feel it. So I always suggest go with the flow. Allow that emotion to come out. You know, I can sit and have a cry for no reason at all. And I know it's not my energy. That shift just needs to happen. So go with it. Don't restrict it.
And sometimes with that too, even if you do cry and you know it's not your own energy, it's because the energy is asking to be cried for on someone else's behalf, type of thing, shifting it and holding space for another and expressing it that way. And it doesn't have to be a judgment on it at all or anything. It's just, this is what someone is feeling. I know it's not mine, but here it is. Yeah. So now we're down to Sandra's. It is Sandra, isn't it? Yes.
What choice? I'm asking if I made the right choice at work. I get yes, honey, with that, and have fun. Enjoy it. All right. You got the dolphin. Be playful.
And it's really going to set you on fire as to, taking control. But that's not, it feels like there's more responsibility around it and you're going to relish that challenge. So find that's within you. You really, it's what soul's directing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There's at 2012 is feedback from Di. Feedback, yes, anxiety at times, and yes, I'm trying to talk to spirit and connect more so they than ever before. Thank you, Roz. So,
well, this one, that one there, yes. Yeah, so we have to bring that up. Yeah.
Yep. So, honey, if you're interested in learning more, I've got my beginners level 1 course. And because it's my birthday month, you can save $100 with the birthday. With the coupon code birthday on that. So check that out. It's on my website if you're interested.
Who's did we get up to?
Sorry. Jake says, hi, lovely ladies. How are you, hon?
Who's saying hello?
Yeah, Jake. Jake is at 2010, 8:10. Oh my God, my head said 8:10, but my mouth said 2010. Oh.
Yeah, but that's because we've got the 24-hour clock sitting in there.
That's it. But it was like I'm looking at it saying 8:10.
Yeah, and Rasheen, yes. I see where she's commenting that she didn't know if they were showing or not. Yeah. Di would like to have a card around self-esteem. Okay. Where did that comment go there?
All right. What is it with the spiritual awakening card today? Go back within, honey. Step back into that spiritual alignment. All right. Ask the questions, get the guidance. It says your high vibrations from within, your spiritual path are calling you. And this seems to be a real focus tonight for a lot of people. And more people as this year is moving through are opening up. So people, please start listening.
And part of listening, yes, first. Listening is what is the first step. And then we need to use our words to voice and ask the questions as well. So with Scorpion, it's showing your words can sting, watch your tongue and choose your words wisely, but it's also in how you are phrasing the questions that you're asking of Spirit to help with that guidance, because there are particular ways that improve what quality of answer you're going to get back in return. Yeah. Would you say that?
Yeah, definitely.
That's about right, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. So
just trusting yourself that how those words come out, it's like anything that we're learning as well, as far as taking one step at a time, and we improve each time we do it more often. So certainly, as far as self-esteem goes, the more you do, the better you get at whatever task it is. And the self-esteem rises because you know that, I can do that. It's not as hard as I thought. Oh, gee, this is a piece of piss. Eventually, as far as how easy things can become, because you've repeated so often that it becomes almost autopilot, and you sort of think, why do I worry about that? So self-esteem is just an opinion you have of yourself.
Exactly.
As well, remember.
That judgment. Yeah, that's it. Can I just touch on Kim's comment at 2021? She says, okay, thank you, ladies. She is very nervous and an anxiety lady. That's not going to help, honey. She needs to be able to relax the body, so she's going to do some healing with her. The other thing I quite often to say, and because I quite often get this the comment around pregnancy and stuff, for those that know my story a bit about it, I had fertility issues as well. And what I know now would have made things a lot easier back those days as well. And even though she is going through IVF, I still highly recommend to go back to the connection with the partner. Have fun with it, explore. Don't focus on the need to get pregnant, because we do actually create blockages within our energy field, our body type of thing. So if she can focus, or they can focus on having fun, the connection, the love between them, what brings them together, and that be their main focus, that's when the body will start to relax and do what it needs to do. Okay?
Yes. And even from my own experience with second time round, well, actually it was a third time round, third pregnancy, was that happened because I'd finally decided I'd give up on the fertility pills and etc. It wasn't IVF back then. It was a different method of trying to get pregnant, but it was still a level of anxiety around it. There was the pressure. So you let that go, I can't be doing all this shit. And it happened. It really is just enjoy the moments you have together, as we do when we make love.
Yeah.
Play with, enjoy, release, let go, and enjoy. So
that's it. And the pressure that we do put on ourselves, I would say to a degree, I had a level of depression around it. When everybody else is getting pregnant, I'm not. And the desperation to get pregnant sort of thing creates those blockages. So for me, with my second child, when I actually gave up trying due to hurting my back at work, it happened naturally without focusing on it. I was focusing on healing my body.
Yes. Yeah. So it will eventually happen.
Yeah.
I do feel that, just not this cycle. Now, where did I get up to? Joanne.
Now, we do have a scammer in the comments, people, so please do not inbox that person. Yeah.
If there's one of the my time, I wonder if it's on my time. Don't know.
It's coming through on Facebook. I know that much.
Usually it's
say inbox me now if you'd like to be considered.
Yours.
Yeah. We will remove them after, so please don't inbox.
Because we don't have someone in each place and space.
No.
Admin role. We're here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so Joanne.
Yeah, so honey, I've pulled the boat, and I know you live closer to the water. It says a time of chance encounters, new journeys to exploration. Oh, yeah, I can't even talk English. So look at what's being put in front of you. Look at what opportunities are coming up and explore that energy. Take the opportunity as it presents itself.
And open up to those moments where you do have the opportunity to accept love, unconditional love, as if from a dog, or if you've already got a dog, you know that already. And it's the feeling that connection in whatever way it's going to come to you, saying thank you, and being really playful with it, because dogs love playing, mostly. Mine's older now.
Yeah.
Puts in a bit of an effort.
Yeah, and how is Peanuts? Because, I know you're keeping an eye on her.
Yeah, I think I've made the appointment for that. Actually, I haven't put the card up there. It's in the calendar sometime this month. Towards the end of it, I think I've got her seeing the vet just to monitor the size of the lump on the leg. If it grows, as soon as it does that, we'll discuss, is it worth doing it straight away, the surgery.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to push it straight away, because the leg itself was doing its healing from being biopsied, whatever that's called. And I thought, no, I'll let it settle down and then see what the measurements are like and see if it's going to grow. So, probably 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
He's actually moving around quite fine and everything, so it's not an issue, not causing a pain that I can see. But does the dog actually tell you it's in pain?
I think they do a little bit. I seem to see it in the eyes more than anything. So
yeah, and that's where. Funny thing though, I mean, I did use the pendulum to ask Peanuts if she wanted the surgery, and she said no. It came up with a no, and I thought that was my way of actually talking with her, was through the pendulum.
I love it.
So at this point, no, not going through with it. So, and I've got this card for Keza, because you're one of my regular morning watchers as well. So never-ending cycle of life, we learn to move forward in a journey. And I really feel that joy that you have in your life, and really making that work for you, and moving through. It's just never ending. Love, joy, and peace.
I love it. And the card I've pulled, honey, is the web card. And it is very much just a reminder to say the hard work is behind you. Look forward, plan that journey. And it really is time to be focusing on what is coming. Okay.
Yeah, beautiful cards. I mean, I like that one because I've got there's the spider, there's the web card in the curiosity cards. Yes. And they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
I just love, I like the tools. I like the cards. It almost feels like I'm playing. It's just right up my alley, actually, because
I love it.
Using them as the tools. So, Lulu, here's for you.
Yeah, so, honey, I have pulled you the chest. Abundance is coming. Now, just remember, abundance comes in many different shapes and form. All right, so be open to receiving. Okay.
Oh, it's raining.
Oh,
funny. I couldn't quite make out what it was. Oh, what's the dog doing? No,
I was starting to think you could hear my husband having a coughing fit in the background.
No, it's rain. I wonder what the sound was.
Wow.
Just the, whatever agreements and contracts you're giving. I'm almost feeling this is with self, not to do with actual pen and paper. So, it's just look at what you're agreeing to with self.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that hit. Oh, hang on the wrong mouse. Sorry. And he's going way back to when Victoria was there on the YouTube, because this is a YouTube one. We had answered hers, done a card for her way back. So she's just saying thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
Sarah, finally got to you. We're nearly, actually, technically we should be finishing the show, and I'm only halfway up on the clock with what was when people came in.
Time gets away from us, doesn't it? I went an hour and a half on Wednesday night. It was, I don't know where it went.
It was. It was fun, though. Needed some help. You got some test results back today about your son, and they're very confusing.
And I've pulled the confirmation card for you. So in time, the results will come back and be a lot more clearer, is the reference I get. Ask those desired questions, open your heart to receive the signs above. I think it's just about asking the right questions at the moment. So keep going, keep pushing through this.
Yeah. And I think too, with the Rise card, get in touch with your true self, enjoy your moment. But it's taking that, it's almost like the step at a time. Once you learn and have clarity on this next bit of information, even though it seems confusing, it's asking the question that will open up for some more questions and further clarity, and being able to actually, step through the understandings as you need to help him through it. So, yes.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a progress that's going to be a little bit slow, but it needs that time. Okay?
And you are heading in the right direction is the reference I get.
Yeah.
That. Okay.
And we've got Sue here, would like a card as well.
Sue, how you going, honey? Oh, I have pulled the Scorpion card, and now this is very much about the words. Your words can sting. Watch your tongue and choose your words wisely. Sometimes these are the words that we have within. The words, the pressure we put on ourselves. Okay.
And part of that is opening up to those vibrations that are from within and happening at that spiritual connection, so that your path is calling you, like it really is having that awareness to actually listen. And I'm feeling some of it that you're actually hearing, you're not hearing, because it's not, the focus is more on the seeing compared to the listening and hearing. So probably open up.
I'm hearing footsteps. That was cute.
So open up the hearing senses more on that spiritual level, okay?
Yeah.
That's just what I'm getting. So, and we'll do Janelle. Anyway, that's all right. However, I've mashed your name. Apologies. But here's the cards for you. And I might go down to what is the we'll go to the 2000 in the list and then do a general one to finish off the night. Those that are in afterwards are just sorry, but that's how we do it.
And guys, there's another scammer there, so please don't inbox it. I will duck over in a second and
do you know I haven't got down to those yet.
Yeah, I must be sitting on the bottom. That's it. So, honey, I've pulled the moon card for you, and it's all about new beginnings, new cycles, new energy. Prepare for the new things that are coming. So be open to that. Okay.
And in that process, you're going to find some inspiration, creativity, and growth. It's also, as far as what I'm picking up, because fish in the Lenormand deck is actually to do with abundance as well. So it's really creating that's going to continue a really good flow, because fish swim. They're in the flow. So allow that to happen for yourself as well. Okay.
Oh, we have a little angel in the background working their magic. Thank you to whoever's doing that. It's already blocked.
Doing the blocking.
Yeah.
It depends whether that's good.
It is.
It's good, because sometimes it can depend whether they've got admin rights or whether it's just at a personal level spam.
Oh, well, it's coming through My Time TV, that one. So it must be admin.
That's good. So we've got Sharina next. Can I please have guidance in relationships starting to lose hope?
Okay.
Feeling that. As soon as you start to feel and think and move your energy into that doubt, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah, that's it. I go back to grounding, honey. Take a deep breath. Step out of this energy. Take the deep breath and look at the bigger picture. Okay, so what the never-ending energy is there. So it says the never-ending cycle of life. We learn to move forward on our journey. So with that, I go back within. What is it that you want? And really go into that heart space, not the head, that what I call the ego. Okay.
Yeah. And with the boat, to me, I feel the freedom of wind in the sails. The words there are time of chance, encounters, new journeys and exploration, but my eyes saw the exploration. So really, as far as guidance in relationship, it's exploring, it's taking that path, it's follow what is the direction that's given you from spirit, but in the breath that they're sending as the wind of sailing into the wind type of thing. If you sailed before, that will mean something for you.
That's it. There's just a couple of comments that have caught my eye. First of all, Dee, without sort of reading all your comment, I want to say go back to your basics, do the breath work, ground yourself, okay? Try to get out of that headspace. And the breath work is what's going to help you through what's going on up here. All right, so sending you much love and a big hug. Sue is asking, are we still coming to Whyalla? I want to say, and I haven't had this conversation with Roz just yet, but I want to say yes with that. And now there's a couple of things that are time-wise, depending on that. I need to go and have a hysterectomy, and I'm waiting to find out when that is. And it could be sooner than later or later than sooner in that sense. Second of all, I'm waiting for something to fall into place that is going to give us more of an option with accommodation. And I should know about that in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because COVID did interrupt that flow of what our initial plans were as well.
Well and truly.
So, that was part of, because we were going to be at Whyalla.
Around now.
Now, yes, it was.
Yeah, I think it was last week or the week before.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Oh, we got another one.
Dee, I can see your comment there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but what I'm feeling as I see the capital locks, like, the bolded, it's almost, and it does go to a point for me of stop yelling, stop insisting. Just let it go and let the flow happen. As far as when the messages are coming in, they're coming in at the perfect timing instead of pushing and screaming out and yelling for it and becoming desperate, because that in itself is creating a cycle of desperation.
Yeah.
Because the energy I'm feeling from what you've mentioned there, that I'm not putting on the screen, it's too long, but it's
it's kind of like you're in that flight or fight mode is the reference I'm getting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling the frustration and everything, but it does come back to allowing the flow, bringing in that learning of patience. And it can be a long journey, yes. But what I'm just feeling is it really is let that breath out. Let it go, okay? That's the message I'm getting for you.
Yeah.
I know. I just wanted to poke my nose in at this one, because Glitterbee, I think they have been on before from YouTube.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say, and this is at the 20 minute at the 8 o'clock mark. So, a long time ago now. Will you start work soon? I'm just getting that yes around that, but I didn't want to sort of ignore what is the YouTube stream as well, because they're less frequent, if you get what I mean. And we also have, Caroline, thank you. Just going to flip through a few here. Now we've got Red Babe there, who's a YouTube. I think it's showing up, most that are YouTube are just the plain colour with a letter, are they?
Yeah, I think so.
Although the one before Victoria was showing up a full avatar. Interesting.
It might be just the way they've got it set up, maybe.
It could be. Anyway, that's where we are for now. We've gone over time. I am conscious of time a little. I've missed it. By doing these at 7:30, I miss out on my NCIS fix. Oh, sad, isn't it?
And believe me, she's been watching it for a while, so she's really given up a lot of time for this.
And it's like I haven't watched them all before or seen them all before. So the newer ones, I haven't seen all of them.
Yeah, I was going to say, haven't they got some new series?
Yeah, there is. They have finished now. I don't think they're making any more, but they are some that I haven't seen, because I didn't start watching them when they first brought them out.
Yeah.
I just wasn't as keen on them, but anyway. Here are the two cards that are going to be for everyone else that we haven't done a reading for. Touch into the energy that this has significance for you in some way or fashion for whatever is happening around you in your life at the moment. So do understand it from that context and your own connection with spirit and how they're interpreting it.
That's it. And so the card I've pulled is the palette card, and it's about being creative. It's about finding ways to express yourself and to learn something new. So find your voice, paint, read, journal, listen to music, go and exercise. That sort of stuff all moves the energy that a lot of people are finding frustrating at the moment and stirring up things with. Okay.
And here, I just love the way that Spirit does play with us to some degree, because here's emotions. That's the following on of that expression. It really is acknowledging your feelings and being present in the moment. And it really is something that I like to encourage people to have, that awareness around being present in the moment. And that can be even just thinking as you're sitting and doing things with your hands, what muscles, it's the taking the thoughts deeper and deeper into the presence of where your body is and what it is doing in the present moment, so that you have the awareness of, where in space am I with this? Where in my heart am I coming from in experiencing this? And all those little connections of what is the physical out to what is the spiritual, that cosmic connection. So yeah.
And I love
the adventure.
That's it, exactly. I love Kim's comment then, scrapbooking over the weekend, and I have a whole closet full of heaps and heaps of photo albums or scrapbook albums that I did years ago, and it is a really great way to be creative and express those, all that stuff we hold on to.
Yeah. And I've just noticed Dee's comment there. Look, it's not, you weren't being rude. I want to make that clear. It's not that. But what I felt as I was reading through that and seeing the capitals in the row, I'm sort of thinking, I'm feeling and seeing that frustration and the energies, but stop yelling. To me, that means yelling.
Yeah.
And it's not something that we can do with Spirit. It has absolutely no effect to yell.
Yeah.
Really.
And the other side on and on the other side to that, when Roz is looking at the capitals being yelling, like pushing the point, for me, I look at that and I go, okay, well, that's where you're holding on to, that's what you're grasping onto, that's what you're desperate for, sort of thing. So when we do this work, it's not just about looking at what is in the eyesight, it's looking at the bigger picture. And with what you have put up there, it tells us a lot also with our intuition of what's going on. So what we're doing is trying to give you the tools to help you through that, because sometimes we get ourselves in such a heightened state, we don't see that clear picture as easy as what we do from the outside in. So, honey, we're not taking offense to it in any way. We're just trying to help you and support you with the tools to get on top of this. Okay?
Yep. Yeah. And yes, sometimes that feeling of speaking out as it's meant to be spoken, it's just an expression as well of what I was receiving at the moment, or things like that in how I we interpret what's coming in. And I like that.
I did see that.
Not
Don't
NCIS.
We won't tell Dad, Roz, all right?
Well, I'm not sure how new. You guys Dad might have actually seen them already.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't watch them religiously when they started that newest series where the Gibbs character was actually older.
Yeah.
And there's certain characters there that have changed around. I didn't start watching that new series at all from that start. I didn't want to see them.
I'm probably about 4 series behind.
Yeah, look, Oscar's getting a bit itchy feet too. He's padding around here. Yes, yeah, Kim's saying that too. So cool.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Dee, for understanding that. That's good. Thank you.
Sending you big hugs, honey.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, there's certainly compassion with that. Having compassion for the situation.
Yeah.
But bring it into just letting it go, giving it time.
Go back within you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Leanne.
You're welcome.
Everybody. Now, I know we've got the Body, Mind, Spirit Expo, Body, Mind, Psychic Expo. I can't remember the labels.
That's it, Body, Mind and Psychic.
Yeah, so that's 28th night?
28th and 29th. Yep,
Yeah.
at Wavell Showgrounds in Adelaide. Roz
And
and I are both available. Mum and Dad will be there selling stock. Deb will be there selling the cards if anybody's interested. So booking, are you taking pre-bookings, hun?
I am, but I haven't done anything at all about putting the posts anywhere yet. I was only thinking of it today because I've been working on the Soul software.
Oh, beautiful.
Learning the how-to with the Soul software website, landing pages, all that sort of stuff. Getting the links right and really having it. Sometimes it takes that extra time to really get the knowledge in, especially for me with marketing and that sort of thing. But it's not the only purpose for it, because really we're just wanting to let people know that, look, we are here, we are available for the pre-bookings. I've sort of got it nearly there. So as soon as I do, I'll be starting to do my marketing. I know that Body Soul, like they themselves, have a Facebook page too, don't they?
They have Facebook, they have
website.
website. We'll be on, Roz and I will be on still 38.
Because that's I couldn't find when I went to look for it. So that's another reason I haven't done it yet.
I did email that stuff to you a couple of days ago. I forwarded a heap of stuff that I received.
So that's how good I am at checking my emails.
Yeah, I sent it to 2 emails, your psychics to you and Roz with the number in it.
Yeah, I haven't
just to cover myself.
Reader. I haven't checked it.
Yeah. Yes, so, and you've got to book your car park ticket too.
Because I haven't done that either.
I haven't either.
Well, last year I stuffed that up and I tried putting in a different ticket in to get out and wondered why the boom gate wouldn't come up. So I ended up paying the money in it and found I was sticking the wrong ticket in there. It was completely different. No wonder it didn't work my pass, so I paid. I paid double price, basically.
So if you do come along and you're not having a reading with us, give us a little wave as you go past, because we'd like to see your beautiful smiley faces. Yes. I will be on stage one day on the main stage doing a demonstration, and the other day I'll be teaching a 45-minute workshop as well. But I'm pretty sure in their website they have a program. They have where all the readers are laid out and stuff as well. So check that out. And
it goes there and around about. And as soon as we know when we're doing other regional areas, we'll let you know.
So, definitely.
Because, I mean, it is, as you said, Leanne, you've got things you're needing to wait on for confirmation first anyway.
I hate it.
But we
waiting on the system
now, don't we?
That's it, exactly.
Okay, thank you so much, Leanne.
You're
and to
very welcome.
Every one of you for hanging around, for being part of our Friday nights too, because it's so much fun. I really enjoy it. Miss it when we don't get to it because of whatever reasons. I do try to be faithful to it every Friday night. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes the morning ones don't always happen, but hey, I'll be back on again in the morning at 8 o'clock as usual for the daily Lenormand card spread reading. And other than that, we'll keep you informed.
Yeah.
And is there anything specifically special you needed to mention of what's coming up for you?
I just really wanted to say, people, please start taking notice of your intuition. So many people are awakening, and they either don't understand it or they're shutting it off. You can jump into my course. If you're drawn to Roz, you're drawn to me, or you're drawn to other people, please do start taking action with it. All right. And don't forget, if you're jumping into my memberships or into my Bigger Inner Soul membership or my Beginners Level 1 course, use the coupon code BIRTHDAY and celebrate with me for my birthday.
Yes.
And save. I love that. My birthday, you save.
Yes, yeah. And at some point when I get more familiar with what my Soul software platform is, I'll be bringing some things out too. But it's like everything, it's to do with communication at the appropriate time when things are ready. Yeah. We'll let you know. So thank you to every one of you, and Leanne especially. So thank you.
Love to everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.